everybody, and welcome to Blue Jays Today, where we always have something to say about the Toronto Blue Jays. I am your host, Adam Peddle.
And I'm your host, Nicholas Blaylock. And today, guys, we're asking the question, I guess we're answering it. Yeah. Should the Toronto Blue Jays go out and sign Carlos Rodon when this freaking pesky lockout is over with? Before we get into it, comment down below what you think about this. Should they go out and get him? And also, too, if you want to win a jersey, Fan Duel is the way to do it. Link is in the description. Also, if you haven't noticed, we are in the same clothes for the last 3 podcasts. I don't know when this one is coming out.
But we will be. We will be.
But we will be. So we're block shooting right now, guys. We're home for the families. Merry Christmas to all you guys as well. Carlos Rodon, big guy. Big breakout year last year. He was in Cy Young conversation for a little while before getting injured a little bit. Yeah. Tell the people about what this dude did.
He was. Dude had a better ERA than our boy Robbie Ray, who is sadly left into the Mariners now. He had a 2.37 ERA with a 0.96 whip and a FIP, this is legit, of 2.65. So very, very good. And before he broke out, he was kind of a nobody. He had an ERA of 4.14. So this has been a big year, especially that it's his contract year.
Oh, yeah.
And guess who's his agent? Scott Boras. And he wants to get him paid a lot. And a lot of people have been kind of tossing around the Toronto Blue Jays in that conversation. So
we've been there.
We obviously got to answer this one. So, Nick, what do you think about Carlos Rodon maybe coming to Jays? What do you think about him?
Last year was phenomenal, bro. There's no doubt. You never, ever, ever see a FIP that low. FIP does not go under 3 typically. Even the best pitchers in the league, it just does not drop below that. So to see it at a 2.65, that was his FIP. That's just insane. And that does tell me, he's got the real deal stuff here. It's slightly concerning that it's a 1-year thing with only 132 innings behind his belt where he's been good. And also, we're finishing the year off with an injury. That is concerning to me. Signing him to a long year or a long multi-year deal, is kind of what Scott Boras is talking about right now. I think that's a little bit too much of a commitment for me personally.
I agree, and I think you're not the only one. I think a lot of teams are looking at that, not really sure if they want to do it because Scott, and we all know Scott Boras wants to get the bank for his guys.
Yeah, he's going to get the money.
So he's going to look for something around 20 to 25 per year, and I don't know if that's really what I want to commit to, especially at 3 to 4 years is what he's looking for. That's something that I'm not really looking for. Now, there's been speculation, guys, coming out that if he doesn't get the offer that he's looking for, the average annual value of that 20 and 25 million, he might sign a 1-year prove-it deal again kind of thing.
Yeah.
And if he does that, what do you think about that?
You know what? A 1-year deal, I think after the whole Marcus Semien experiment and the whole Robbie Ray experiment, I don't think I'm ever going to say no to a 1-year deal.
Right.
Because obviously it has the upside to pay out big, and it's a 1-year thing. If you miss, and he's gone, right? I will say, though, that I think there are other things that I want the Blue Jays to look for first. I do want us to be targeting that Chris Bryant. I do want some bullpen. And I do want some Nate Pearson, to him to get the opportunity to be that 5th starter, to earn that job. I don't know if he has that if Rodon gets signed. I would be more than happy to get him. We always need pitching, and he is going to be a good pitcher, I think. But I also think that I'd be just as fine with picking up a lesser dart throw, in my opinion.
I agree that I'll be okay with picking up just any dart throw. But if I get Rodon, I kind of would lean that way. If it's a 1-year deal, multi-year, I'm not interested in that at all.
Yeah.
But if it's a 1-year, hey, now we have a actual rotation that we know have pitched in the major leagues and have had proven success.
That is true.
You know what I mean? So and then injuries happen. We saw it last year.
Yeah, that's fair.
COVID happens. So even if someone goes down with an injury or underperforms, Nate Pearson is right there. You know what I mean? And we know that he can come out of the pen really good. He can start the year there. They can build up his workload. So I'm not too concerned about Nate Pearson not getting an opportunity if that was the case. So honestly, I'm down for that and that only. Other than that, I don't want to touch him. He's a little bit too risky for a guy getting injured at the end and coming off a 1 year of amazing, and the rest of his career was +4 ERA.
Yeah. You know, again, I guess I'll rephrase a little bit. If we get him on a 1-year deal, I'm certainly not going to complain. I think he's going to be great. I do want us, if I had to decide between getting a Carlos Rodon and going out and getting a Chris Bryant, I think I
think I'd choose Chris Bryant.
Yeah, definitely. Me as well. And I guess maybe that's where, there's a bit of a disconnect for me, because I feel if we're going out, we're committing probably what's going to be like at least $25 million on a 1-year deal to this guy. Like, are we going to be able to go and get a Chris Bryant?
I think
still?
so.
Like,
yeah, if it's a 1-year deal, we definitely have the money in the cap space for it.
If so, then totally. You know, it's like as long as we still go out and get the bullpen guy and get like another infield, you know, because those are my like number one concerns. And if we also wanted to pick up Rodon, like I will not complain.
Yeah, what we can't do is sign him to a long deal because we already have Kevin Gausman. And granted, 2020 was a really good year for Kevin Gausman, and then 2021 obviously his best year of his whole career. So he's kind of coming off of like, hey, I was kind of shaky earlier, and now I'm really good, and I found it. So I don't want to commit too much. 20+ million average annual value to that.
Like $50 or $60 million to like two guys with that same profile.
Yeah, no, thank you. No, thank you. So.
But guys, comment down below what you think about the whole Rodon thing. Do you think Blue Jays are even a fit? I feel like, honestly, man, I feel like this guy would be a perfect dude to head to the New York Yankees. I hate to say it.
Oh, you're right.
But it makes a lot of sense to me. Like when I was thinking about this guy, I was like, this seems like the type of player for them. He's got big upside. They got money to spend, and like they could do a 1 or 2 or even a 4-year deal if they wanted. So
I agree. So guys, also you can check us out on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Anchor Radio Public, and Breaker. Also, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And also check out our jersey giveaway with Fan Duel. All right, if you go to our description, click on the link in the description, and sign up using that description or that link, you can be entered to win a jersey. There's not a lot of people in it, so get yourself a jersey this holiday season. Why not? Also, guys, become a Patreon. It's $3 a month, and you can come onto our show just like all of these Patrons. And shout out and thank you to all these guys. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much for watching.
And go Jays, go!